Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and happy end of the week approaching anyway. It's Thursday, and we've got some interesting things going on to talk about here in game. I have heard throughout the community this lightning offer is some sort of new mechanic where it says it's gonna like disappear the window and stuff. So what I've done is just loaded raid, and I'm gonna see what happens. I haven't interacted with this at all. We'll see what is going on with this new offer mechanic. We'll talk about the shard summoning event going on this weekend, which is going to be a 10x. I'll give you my quick thoughts on that, and we'll make sure that we are all keeping pace with the fragments that we need for Durang. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so what is going on with this lightning offer? My first impression is it looks decent. Not like ridiculous amazing, but decent. Maybe like a 2.25 or so. Oh, this is what people are talking about. I like this artwork. This is super cool. It looks like it's like a fire allure, and then we've got like a frozen arbiter, but that looks really cool. That would be something cool for like a thumbnail or a desktop background or something. But if you close this window, the offer will disappear forever. So not this window, but the offer window, or close the offer anyway. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, it's because okay, well, let's go ahead just to be sure. Let's plug this in and see. We're gonna have to start the video going over an offer because I don't know if that's actually true or not yet. So all right, let's go ahead and pull that up. What did I guess? Like a 2.25. So let's input the price of 15, and then we've got silver of 500k. No, that's 50. Nope, that's 5 million. You gotta be kidding me right now. Okay, there we go. Then we've got the 20 brews. Looks like it's, well, energy refills of 4. And XP brews of 20. And then we're gonna get a 4-star chicken and a 5-star chicken. So let's go 1 and 1. And then 2 epic tomes. I think there was a legendary tome, wasn't there? So 2, yep, and 1. 1.97, but I'm missing the multi-battles. Oh, okay. So it ended up being a little bit lower than I thought, about a 2.0. You know, if you add in the multi-battles, maybe it brings it up to like a 2.1 or so, depending on each of you value those a lot differently. But okay, so all in all, not that great in my opinion. It wouldn't be a recommend from me. But now let's go ahead and see if it actually disappears. So we close this. If you close, we'll disappear forever. Okay, close. Now let's go into the well, okay, so my game is doing this again here. Okay, now the offers are gonna pop up. Like early in the day when I first opened up Raid, it's always weird about the offers kind of showing up the shop. But I guess it was true. Like I saw people on Reddit like saying it was a lie, like it doesn't actually disappear. But for me it did. So I don't know why they were saying that. They said it was like a lie or something. But anyway, okay, let's dive into the fragments and the 10x and stuff going on. And first off, I want to talk about the shard event that's going to be going on this weekend. It's exactly what we thought was going to happen. 2x 10x 2x 10x, which means this weekend we were due for a 10x event, and the champions that are going to be starting tomorrow on Friday, and then this 10x will be live for the weekend, is going to be Leorius as the Void Legendary, a very solid damage dealer, Hifrock, Kandrafon, Mountain King, Gala, Genbo, Royal Guard, and Zargla. So really quickly, let's go through each one of these champions, and I'll give you my quick synopsis on them. So Leorius is going to be the crown jewel Void Legendary featured in this 10x. I think he's a good choice. He's a newer Void Legendary to the game, and he fills a really cool role in the game. He is really flying at the board in terms of how often he is used as a damage dealer in the arena, in different classic arena defenses, tag team arena teams. So I think he'd be a really cool summon, in addition to really anybody's account that doesn't have him. Super oppressive. Hard to get off the battlefield, keeps himself alive, does more damage as he loses life. So lots of cool utility with him as a damage dealer, and he is for sure really solid. In my most recent Void Legendary rankings, I ended up with Leorius here on the second tier, kind of towards the top of the S tier. Some people would argue that he should maybe be a little bit higher, maybe higher than Ursaga and stuff like that. So we'll see. The next time I update this, I may move him up, if anything. Then there are 3 non-void legendaries, and we have got this brand new one, Geforce. Now, I really like this guy because he's got a mechanic similar to Trunda, attack all enemies, place an extra hit. And anytime you've got a champion that places an extra hit like that on a nuking AoE ability, there's an opportunity to do insane amounts of damage. Now, he is the same affinity, so, you know, it would have been nice maybe to see him be Spirit or Force, but I think he is definitely going to be a very sought after and well-performing damage dealer as a new legendary to the raid roster. So pretty hype that he is thrown in the 10x. So they've got Leorius, a new void Lego, and then this guy here as a new non-void Lego. And we can see that the theme is kind of shaping up to be, you know, your arena damage dealer type champions. Candrafon doesn't really need a description from me. He's been one of the most popular arena damage dealers for a long time. It's like him and Trunda and Rhodos, and then Leorius is kind of sliding in there now as well. So I definitely empowered my Candrafon up to +2. Super fortunate to have that happen because I use him all the time in many different teams, and he is really incredible, especially if you have a Duchess and you can get him veiled or something. So one of the most sought after arena damage dealers for sure. Mountain King is also in this 10x, and he's a cool champion to have. He's fallen off a little bit in terms of his power within the power creep of raid, but still cool if you want to build like a shield team or you want like that solo DPSer. The problem is with a solo DPSer, you're always going to want someone like Rhodos filling that role because he can do the vitality plunder and block revive and all the, and then if you're lucky enough to have Siphi, you can pair him with that and have an amazing tandem ability. So Mountain King still has uses, just not quite in that like S tier of your damage dealers for arena, filling that like solo damage dealer role. And then we transition to the epics, and we've got a couple different void epics featured in this one. I think they were good choices with the current theme of the 10x. We've got Gawa here, who is you know, she's all right. She's an above average epic. She just doesn't see a whole lot of play in the current kind of meta of raid when you get to those more developed endgame accounts. But then we have also got Genbo the Dishonored. And he is obviously a newer champion, being from the Shadowkin, and I love Genbo. He is a super cool and well-designed champion who has a very carved-out role in the game. He's going to help you dealing with all those annoying, like, Skull Crowns and Leorius-type champions in the arena, because he's going to buff himself and then nuke them down with the ability to ignore the unkillable stuff that they place on them with this passive right here. Immune to decreased attack. Ignore unkillable when attacking under an increased attack buff, which he will then get from most of your buffers like your arbiters and stuff like that, even Duchess that will place an increased attack on him. He blows stuff up. You're going to do that in basically every arena team, and what's really cool is you can build him with 70% crit rate, and he will self-buff himself, grant an extra turn, then blow stuff up and ignore unkillables as long as he's got the increased attack, which should always be up. So I think they did a good job designing him as an epic champion, and I actually use him sometimes when I'm farming classic arena and stuff, just to ignore those annoying unkillable buffs. And then we have a couple more non-void epics. The first one is Royal Guard. Royal Guard is an important champion to have on any account. He's good for speed farming different dungeons and stuff, and definitely took a hit when Raid released the level 25 dungeons and stages 21 through 25. Really nerfed the enemy max HP abilities, like his takedown A2. So he took a little bit of a hit in his value, but he's still a really cool champion to have on your account. And the last epic that's going to be featured is Zargala. Zargala has been power creeped real hard. So back in the early days of Raid, she's a legacy champion that's been around since the very beginning. And back then, this Devastate ability actually hit decently hard and was pretty cool. And also instantly activated an AoE ability that hit 3 times and did a defense break. So back in the days, Zargala was actually one of the best epics in the game, and but you know, they've added so much decreased defense. You know, there used to be like 7 or 8 champions that did this AoE defense down. Now there's like 40 something. So it's just she's been power creeped, but is definitely a solid progression epic still. So that does it for the champions that are in the 10x. You've got Leorius the Proud, Geforce, Candrafon, Mountain King, Gala Longbraids, Genbo the Dishonored, Royal Guard, and Zargala. Yeah, it's all right. You know, I could see maybe for someone who's close to their Void Mercy, pulling for LA Aureus. He's definitely a fun champion to have. I still think I'm going to be pretty status quo on saying if you're a developing account, it's probably best to wait for a 2x. Sometimes these events can be good epic chasing events because you've got likelihoods to really target. Like if there was a man-eater or something in there, and you are just missing the ability to make an unkillable clan boss team, then it would really make sense. For this one, I'm going to say for the vast majority of you out there, it's probably best to hold off for a 2x event unless you're in a special situation that is niche for you. But then we also need to pull up our Walking Tomb Dreng Fragment calendar so that we can keep tabs on this, because we're heading into the second weekend of this event being live. So, the next few days, you're going to want to focus on your champion training. Make sure you're scooping up the guaranteed points on that. And then we'll be having a Fire Night tournament launching soon, and it will double dip and link up with a Dungeon Divers that you can go ahead and, get more points based on doing them together at the same time. And the tough fragments to get are going to be the Summon Rush right here that will be launching with this 10x. Now, some of you are saying I missed some fragments somewhere. I probably got hoodwinked at some point, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and do the Summon Rush. I don't know. We'll have to see. I thought I was diligent about it, but we'll keep tabs on that and see what I have to do. The Summon Rush will probably be structured like with 5 that are semi easy to get, and then plus 15 that are difficult to get to, and you'll have to pull more shards in order to make that happen. And then we'll round things out as we head into the next week with another linked up Spider Tournament and Dungeon Divers event going on. And if you would like to see this articulated in game, you can see the Fire Night tournament starting tomorrow. The Tag Arena tournament is not part of any sort of fragments. And then today you've got the Champion Training tournament, but you've got a couple days on that left to kind of focus on getting the guaranteed. But you want to focus on leveling a few champions and don't miss out on your fragments to keep pace. And then right here is going to be the tough event to get your fragments. The Summon Rush, that will be the 5 plus 15 for 20 fragments total. They'll have to pay attention. And then you got your Dungeon Divers that will be double dipping with the Fire Night. The Dungeon Divers is already live, but if you're going to slam a bunch of energy, you may want to wait until the Fire Night tournament is live, and that's not going to be live until tomorrow. And they will they will cross paths, and you'll be able to grind your energy at the same time. So just keep that in mind before you run in and do a bunch of Dungeon Divers. So maybe today, focus on the champion training and get that all nice and wrapped up, and then tomorrow be grinding a bunch of the Fire Night. And also keep in mind to start preparing for CVC. We should be getting that here in a few days on Tuesday, early in the next week. Now let's see if there's any offers worth going over. The Great Deal Mix isn't that great. The Special Progress Pack, I can plug that in for you real quick here. Let's delete that, clear this out. Let's go 10. I think this is like around a 1.9 or something. We've got the 300k and energy of 600, gems of 300, energy refills of 4. Okay, 1.77. So not that amazing. Monthly mini mix and divine crit. Unfortunately, not a whole lot going on in the shop today, and the lightning offer wasn't that great either. So alrighty, that will do it for what we needed to get covered in this one as we head into the end of the week. And sorry I haven't been able to stream for a couple days, but I will get a couple streams in yet this weekend here for sure. And we'll hopefully see you over there on Twitch and be able to hang out live with some of you. But yeah, that'll do it for me on this one. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. We've got daily content and keeping you in the loop of everything happening in Raid Shadow Legends. So have a great rest of the end of your week, and I will see you soon in the next vid. Thanks for watching. Peace.